Good morning, students. I have already completed your topic first and topic second. I have also discussed the question answers and give hints for writing those answers. Your first topic is your topic first is the First World War, Khilafat and non-cooperation. This topic is completed. Your topic first, the First World War, Khilafat and non-cooperation. This topic is completed. I have also completed the question answers and gave you hints for writing those answers. Your topic second is differing differing stands within the movement. Your topic second is also completed in differing strands within the movement. Under this topic, I have completed non-cooperation movement and the spread of non-cooperation movement in towns, cities, and in countryside. I have also completed question and answers. I have already discussed the answers of those questions and also gave hints for writing those answers. Today I will start your topic 3. Topic 3, that is towards towards civil disobedience. In second topic you have completed the non-cooperation movement, and in third topic you will complete civil disobedience movement. Quit India movement is not there in your syllabus, so we have to read only non-cooperation movement and civil disobedience movement. This topic is big topic, so I will give some question in last of the session, and you have to write answers of those questions. I will also give you some hints for writing those answers. In the last session, in my last session, I will give you also questions. So it is towards civil disobedience. Under this topic, topic 3, we will read withdrawal of a non-cooperation movement, then formation of Swaraj Party, then economic depression, that means its effect, then Simon Commission, then Lahore session, after that Dandi March, then civil disobedience movement, after that how 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 participants saw the movement, then the limits of civil disobedience. Your last topic is topic fourth, that is your last topic is topic fourth, that is the sense of collective belonging. It is a small topic, so I will complete topic 4 also with topic 3. It is a very small topic. Your topic third is very large topic, and your topic 4 is very small topic. So I will complete topic 4 with your topic 3, and at the last of the session I will give you some questions, and after that also the hints for writing the answers. So today at first I will start withdrawal of non-cooperation. I have already discussed that the non-cooperation movement became successful in countryside also. First, it slowed down in different towns and cities. You already know the causes why the non-cooperation movement slowed down in towns and cities. It was mainly due to khadi cloths and the government institutions, that means schools, courts, etc. It was very slow to come up, mainly the schools. So the students started going back to the government schools, that means the British schools. The people also started purchasing the British clothes or mill made clothes, because so people started, the poor people started purchasing the British or mill made clothes, because khadi clothes was too costly and it was not durable. That means the mill cloths were more durable in comparison to the khadi cloths. After that, it also fell in countryside, that means in Awadh, in Gudem hills of Andhra Pradesh, and also in plantations. So at last, on in February 1922, Mahatma Gandhi was forced to withdraw the non-cooperation movement, because at maximum places it became violent. The non-cooperation movement became violent, so Mahatma Gandhi, it became violent. The movement became violent. One place is Chauri Chaura. It is in Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. 22 policemen were burnt alive by the satyagrahis in Chauri Chaura. So after that event, Mahatma Gandhi was forced to withdraw non-cooperation movement. So the first cause of withdrawal of non-cooperation movement was that the movement became violent at many places. Many places. Second is, Mahatma Gandhi was thinking that why non-cooperation movement became violent. That means the satyagrahis were not properly trained. The satyagrahis were not properly trained, so they became violent. So they need proper training before start of any movement. So they want that the satyagrahis need to be properly trained before start of any mass movement. So They want proper training. Proper training. Next was, now also some leaders were now tired of mass struggles. You already know that after coming of Mahatma Gandhi in India, that means he came to India in 1915. After that, a series of movements started in India. In 1916, Champaran movement. In 1917, Kheda movement. In 1918, Ahmedabad Satyagrah. Then in 1919, Rolect Act Satyagraha. After that, Khilafat movement. Then non-cooperation movement. That series of movement started in India, and some leaders were now tired of mass struggles. So they need some rest. Your the next point is, some want to participate in election to the provincial council. So some leaders want to participate in election to the provincial council. So these were some causes due to which Mahatma Gandhi was forced to withdraw non-cooperation movement. Once again, I am repeating, in February 1922, Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw the non-cooperation movement. He felt that the movement was turning violent in many places, and satyagrahis needed to be properly trained before they would be ready for mass struggles. Within the Congress, some leaders were by now tired of mass struggles and wanted to participate in elections to the provincial councils that had been set up by the Government of India Act of 1919. So these were some causes due to which Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw non-cooperation movement. Your next is formation of Swaraj Party. Swaraj Party was formed under the leadership of C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru. That means Chittaranjan Das and Motilal Nehru. Formation of Swaraj Party. Some leaders of the Congress, that means within the Congress, some leaders were by now tired of mass struggles and wanted to participate in elections to the provincial councils that had been set up by the Government of India Act of 1919. They felt that it was important to oppose British policies within the councils and argue for reform, and also demonstrate that these councils were not truly democratic. Mainly Chittaranjan Das, C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru formed the Swaraj Party within the Congress to argue for a return to council politics. But younger leaders like Jawaharlal Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose pressed for more radical mass agitation for full independence. So स्वराज पार्टी वाज फॉर्म्ड विद इन द कांग्रेस. कांग्रेस के अंदर रहकर ही स्वराज पार्टी का फॉर्मेशन किया गया. स्वराज पार्टी वाज फॉर्म्ड विद इन द कांग्रेस अंडर लीडरशिप ऑफ C.R. दास, दैट मीन्स चित्तरंजन दास and Motilal Nehru. According to them, it was not possible for Indian leaders to prove the legislative councils and provincial councils undemocratic. So we must participate, or the Indian or the Congress leaders must participate in provincial council elections. Then they will become the member of provincial council, and after that they will prove within the council that the British councils or the legislative councils or the provincial councils are not democratic. ये संभव नहीं है काउंसिल्स के बाहर रहकर कि हम लोग उसको अनडेमोक्रेटिक प्रूफ कर पाए। इसलिए हम लोग एक बार इलेक्शन में जाएं, इलेक्शन जीत इसलिए हम लोग इलेक्शन में जाएं, जीत जाएं और उसके अंदर ही रहकर इस चीज़ को प्रूव करें, जैसे लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल के अंदर रहकर इस चीज़ को प्रूव करें कि वो डेमोक्रेटिक नहीं है। देयरफॉर C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, or under the leadership of C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, स्वराज पार्टी वॉज फॉर्म्ड विद इन कांग्रेस। कांग्रेस के अंदर ही रहकर स्वराज पार्टी का फॉर्मेशन ये लोग किए टू प्रूव दैट द लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल्स और द प्रोविंशियल काउंसिल्स or the representative body of Britishers are not democratic. So they formed Swaraj Party within the Congress. Your next is economic depression or effect of economic depression. Effect of economic depression in the second half of 1920s. The great economic depression or the worldwide economic depression affected India. So due to its effect, agricultural prices began to fall from 1926 and collapsed after 1930. As the demand for agricultural goods fell and exports declined, peasants found it difficult to sell their harvest and pay their revenue. By 1930, the countryside was in turmoil. That means it was a great economic depression. अभी तक का विश्व का सबसे बड़ा आर्थिक मंदी बोला जाता है जो 1930 का जो इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन है, और अभी कोरोना के समय लग रहा है कि इससे भी बड़ा आर्थिक मंदी अभी आएगा, या फिर इसको माना जा रहा है कि 1930 के भी इकोनॉमिक डिप्रेशन से ये ज़्यादा बड़ा होगा. सो it greatly the economic depression or the worldwide economic depression greatly affected the economy of India, mainly the countryside or the peasants, and the peasants started revolt or demonstration against the Britishers. Today I have completed 3 topics: withdrawal of non-cooperation, formation of Swaraj Party, and economic depression. You have to write the answer of 3 questions. Question number 1: why Mahatma Gandhi decided to withdraw non-cooperation movement? Your question number 2 is write about the formation of Swaraj Party. And question number 3 is write the effect of worldwide economic depression on India. These are 3 questions. You have to write answer of this question as hint. Question number 1, page number 62, para first. In question number 2 also, page number 62, para second. Sorry, in this also para first. Para first. Question number 1 and question number 2, the answer of these questions are in same paragraph. Then question number 3, page number 62, para second. That means the answer of question number 1 and 2, these are in same para. So write the answers and complete it. Thank you.